Previously on Chain Link Theater.
A Blade Runner's job is to hunt down replicants. Manufactured humans you can't tell from the real thing. I was looking for 6 replicants in a city of 106 million people. What I didn't know was they were looking for me.
Thank you for choosing Chain Link Theater. Please turn up your cell phones, grab your own snack, and hold on to your butts. Your feature presentation begins now!
Welcome back to Chain Link Theater, the show where every movie leads us to the next, one actor at a time. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Kyle.
And today we're linking from Blade Runner into Blade Runner 2049. Thanks to our next link in the chain, Edward James Olmos.
Edward James Olmos. This is my favorite movie of all time, and I'm going to have to do an episode while I'm sick.
I know. Whoops.
See,
I told you
hear it.
not to get sick.
I know. You told me not to, and I did not heed that advice. I thought that was bad
You
advice.
disobeyed.
Yeah. Do you know anything about Edward James Olmos?
No, but Kyle does apologize in advance for more water breaks. We'll try to cut out any coughing fits, all that fun stuff. So,
And I probably won't talk as much.
yeah.
Just know I think this movie is well told. I think it's beautiful. I think it's brilliantly acted by everyone.
Yeah.
I think it's beautifully shot. I think the music's amazing. I'm getting all this out of the way because that's all I would say for every scene anyway.
Yeah.
I'm getting all that out of the way before my voice gives out.
And I'm going to try to not be funny at all.
Yeah. Because see?
That way you don't.
Already.
That way
You
you,
can hear
won't
it.
laugh.
Born February 24th of 1947, Edward James Olmos was born in East Los Angeles, California,
Yep.
and was raised on a farm, if I remember right.
Interesting.
Right?
Interesting.
He first got into music. So when he was a teenager, he was in a hard rock band. What was it called? Pacific Ocean.
Pacific Ocean.
Pacific Ocean. I love
They
the
were
Pacific
like,
Ocean.
what's around us?
Yeah. His first ever role I wouldn't say that. His first big breakout role was Blade Runner.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I loved him in that.
He played Gaff, if you don't remember
He did
from
play
last
Gaff.
week.
He was the guy that followed Deckard
around, leaving around origamis.
leaving origami and not helping.
Yeah.
I think he worked for the Blade Runners, for the
He
cops.
did. Yes. He was another cop. Another
Okay.
Blade Runner.
A useless one.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he had his own shit, and he had to be like, well, I'm kind of watching you. Do I know what's going on? I don't know.
He replaced the detective lieutenant from the first 4 episodes of Miami Vice and played that for the rest
Of
of
the
the show's
show.
run.
Yeah.
So he was one of the main characters in that show. I've never seen Miami Vice. Couldn't tell you the
I've seen the movie.
extent of that role. That movie does not have
No.
Don
when did
Johnson.
that movie come out? Like 2002?
It may have Edward James Olmos.
Five?
It's 2000s.
Early 2000s, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I remember that they drive a boat for a really long time.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
I remember that too, actually. I remember that boat driving to the island, that being like a 20-minute shot.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not a boat girl.
I remember someone gets shot in the head.
What?
Right in the head. I
On the
thought it was
boat?
Crazy. And John Hawkes gets killed by a semi-truck.
Who is John Hawkes?
You don't know who John Hawkes is one of my most adored actors.
Who's John Hawkes?
Have you seen Identity?
No.
He's the nerdy guy. Look him up. You know his name. Here, type him.
John.
John Hawkes is from Dusk Till Dawn. He's in Identity. You typed J.H. Hawks, but it worked.
The fuck up.
But that guy.
Oh, I don't know. Wait. Is this guy in
Scroll.
He looks like the guy. You know who he looks like? The guy from Eastbound and Down who plays his brother. Who's that?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it? Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, go check, because that's who he looks like to me. Do Eastbound and Down.
That's a no.
Okay, never mind.
At least not on this page.
That's what he looks like. The guy from Eastbound and Down, but he's not, apparently.
Unless Eastbound and Down is older than 2017.
Oh, it for sure is. Okay, good. Yep.
He is.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Because he is
What a
married
treat for
to
our
the-
audio listeners.
He's married to the sister from Still Standing. So there you go.
The TV show still standing?
Yeah.
The makers of that show forgot it existed and never put it out on anything?
I love Still Standing.
Not on streaming,
Mark
not on
Addy,
physical.
man.
Mark Addy's
Who
great.
doesn't love Mark Addy?
We got to get to Mark Addy one day.
We will. Any chance I have to get to Mark Addy, I'll take it.
Edward James Olmos is also most famous for
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
He's had 3 wives. The first one he was married to for 21 years.
Mm-hmm.
That one was during Blade Runner and Miami Vice. And then he was married in the 90s, and then he was married in the 2000s.
Yeah.
He had 6 children. 4 of them are adopted.
Oh, I love that.
He's quite the activist for the Hispanic community. He took a broom outside and started cleaning up his neighborhood during the race riots in '92 in L.A.
All right. He's an animal rights activist,
Yeah.
and that's all I read. He jumped on a drummer at one point when he was in his band.
In his band, yeah. His band was hardcore, psychedelic hard rock.
Yeah.
And then he jumped off of an organ onto the drum set and knocked himself unconscious.
And dislocated the drummer's shoulder.
It's amazing.
But the way they said it on the Wikipedia was like it followed an actual accident. Like, oh, and then this also happened. Like,
Yeah.
this was also just whoopsie. And it's like, no, you jumped on a man.
Yeah. Love
Anyway.
it. Seems like a good dude. I've enjoyed him in the 2 movies we've watched him in. What?
No. Go
Okay.
on.
Anything else on him?
No, I did not know who this was.
He was I liked him in Blade Runner. He didn't say much.
No. He doesn't say
And
much in this one either.
He's barely in this one.
Yeah.
He might have a minute scene that's more just like a cameo, like
Yeah.
fan servicey type of thing.
But he still knows how to do origami. Spoilers.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
One of very few movies we have a poster of in our living room,
Yeah.
especially on the feature wall. It's only that, Dogma, and whatever Fast and Furious movie that is with Paul Walker on it.
I don't think that's really Fast and Furious cover. It's more about Paul
Paul
Walker.
Walker. But it's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this movie. I can't say that enough. It was released in 2017, October 4th. It was directed by Denis Villeneuve, one of my favorite directors. He is the director of the 2 Dune movies I have not seen, but because of this movie and Arrival and Prisoners.
Don't say it. Jacob is going to bother you till you die
What?
if you say you want to see Dune now.
I do want to see Dune.
Oh, God.
I have wanted to see Dune for ever because of this man.
Well, Jacob's coming home in July. You guys can
He
keep
is?
it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob, let's watch Dune, both of them,
No.
in July.
We want to play, I want to play
I have
Rummy.
to work. I don't have time
I know.
for any
You're
of
not
this.
gonna have time.
He also directed Sicario, which I also want to see. I went on a kick a couple weeks ago while you were gone and went to try to find like every Denis Villeneuve movie locally.
Oh, when you and
We
your
have a pretty
hetero
good-
life mate went out?
Yeah, we have a pretty good local video store.
Yeah.
I got 2 or 3 of them,
Oh, okay.
so I'm only missing like 3 or 4.
That's not bad.
And I also went to try to collect most of Ryan Gosling's. I'm only missing like 5 of those now.
Did you buy the Notebook?
We already have it.
What?
Yeah,
Why do we have that? I don't like that movie.
never seen it. I love Gosling.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Written by Hampton Fancher. The crazy thing about that is Hampton Fancher's first ever writing credit was Blade Runner in 1982.
Oh, wow.
His second and third writing credits were in 1992 and 1999, and his fourth was Blade Runner 2049.
Okay.
Not much of a writer,
No.
but man,
Does a great job on Blade Runner.
knocks it out of the park when he steps up to the plate and has Philip K. Dick backing him up.
Yeah.
Michael Green also helped write this. He has written all of the, what is Kenneth Branagh's little
Glass Onion.
mystery
I don't know.
thriller, Hercule Poirot,
Oh, yes.
Murder
yes,
on the
yes.
Orient, Death on the Nile, etc., etc. He also wrote Alien Covenant, which Ridley Scott chose to direct instead of this. Ridley Scott was attached to direct this, wanted to direct this, had this idea with Hampton, and chose
Alien over this?
Alien. I mean, they wanted them both made at the same time. Alien was his first baby, so
Why wouldn't you give him like a second? Like,
you would think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it needed to come out 35 years after the original. I don't know.
No. Okay. Well,
But
I mean, I think it worked out well.
I think he pretty much told them to move on with Denis because Denis is so talented.
Yeah.
And Ridley produced this and was on call to help with anything that needed to be cleared
Nerded
up,
out about.
I guess,
Okay.
nerded out about. Ridley Scott is actually on record, which don't listen to directors. I feel like I said in the last episode that we covered. He's on record as saying that Deckard is a replicant. First off, Philip K. Dick wrote this book, and Hampton Fancher wrote the screenplay. Hampton prefers to not give that an answer. Philip K. Dick wrote the original book where he is very clearly
not
a human.
Yeah.
And the original movie's plot doesn't work if he's a replicant.
No.
Because the whole thing is they're more human than him.
Right.
Who cares if they're more human than him if he's a replicant?
Also, in the original, they only lived for 4 years. So why would his version still be alive?
But Batista's character has been around since then, so
I don't get it.
I don't know. Something about
Well, I guess
they were
because
Nexus 6.
they were Nexus 6, and wasn't Batista in Nexus 8?
7, I thought.
I thought he was an 8.
Well, Rachel's a 7.
Rachel's a 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
And her life is open-ended. She's stuck around for
You don't know how
a little
long.
while.
Well, I assume, though I don't know, but I assume that Rachel died within, or spoilers, that Rachel dies within 2 or 3 years.
Did
of
they
the
say she
original.
died during childbirth? No, because she was in the picture.
No, she wasn't. That was a different woman.
Oh.
She died during childbirth.
I wonder if that woman was Freza.
It was. She said that.
Oh,
Okay, you must
okay.
have fallen asleep.
I did not fall asleep.
Yeah.
It's a very hard movie to follow, despite how much I love it.
I had so many questions, and I've seen this movie before, but the way I was feeling last night is like I'd never seen this movie ever.
Yeah, I adore this movie. I feel like I understand it for the most part, but it still is the kind of movie you need to go look up answers for.
Nah.
Plot points.
I loved it. It was
I did
great.
too.
It's great.
I absolutely adore it still. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's beautiful. It's not available on streaming anywhere,
No, sorry.
but it's like $7.99 on Amazon on Blu-ray.
That's a lot. Oh, actually, on Blu-ray, I thought it was to rent it. Okay.
No,
That's not bad
it's
at all.
$3.99 to rent it, so why not spend the other $4 and have it forever?
Yeah, so no one can take it from you.
The Blu-ray, which is what we watched, has the 3 short films.
Yeah.
Blade Runner 2036, which is Jared Leto
Yeah.
as Neander Wallace, pretty much forcing the
Them
council.
to allow him to make more replicants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much strong-arming them into that. Just breaking the law straight up.
Quit breaking the law, asshole. Yeah.
Pretty well acted. Benedict Wong is in that short. He's not in the movie.
Yeah.
Blade Runner 2048 is 1 year before the events of this film, obviously. And it is Dave Bautista ending up blowing his cover.
Yep.
And what leads to the beginning of this film.
Yes, which I thought was really. I love Dave Bautista.
I love Bautista. I'm always down for more Bautista. I even like him in
Stuber.
Stuber.
Stuber's so good.
Stuber's good.
Stuber does not have the right to be as good as it is.
Yeah.
But Dave Bautista is amazing.
Easily the best wrestler turned actor.
100%.
I can't think. Edge has an Emmy for Percy Jackson,
I've never seen it.
but
So.
other than that, I can't think of anybody else that's even close.
No.
John
And-
Cena's decent.
John Cena.
If you go like Fast 9 and Barbie and Bumblebee, he's fine.
He's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say John Cena's second,
Yeah.
and I'm purposely not mentioning
Yeah, we're not
someone.
talking about that guy. We'll wait to see Street Fighter and see if Cody or Roman.
Roman
Step
Reigns
up to that
is
plate.
in Hobbs and Shaw Go on Vacation.
He just screams, though. He just does his ooh-wah thing.
Hot,
Well,
worth it.
that's not.
Except for
not
when he does that
debating
in the ring, I'm like, stop doing that. You're going to get speared. Every time he did that in that one WrestleMania, he got knocked out.
He does. That's what happens every time he does that.
Stop it. So don't do it anymore. Just don't do that.
Composed by Hans Zimmer with the help of Benjamin Wallfish. I love Benjamin Wallfish. He did the soundtrack for 2017's It,
Yeah.
which is an amazingly creepy piano, almost entirely soundtrack that I listen to
Yeah.
probably once a month. Yeah, my voice is starting to struggle.
And
Hans
he's
Zimmer
already
helped him.
dead.
Hans Zimmer's a legend.
Of course he is. Yeah.
I'm sure we've talked about him on the show before, or at least on the Marvel one.
I'm sure we have.
He works with Nolan. He does all the Nolan movies. He did
Yeah.
Pirates.
Bum, 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 bum.
He did He didn't do that one. He did the soundtrack for The Lion King, which has an amazing
The original Lion King?
score. Yes.
I thought Elton John did that. Did they work together?
The score.
I don't know.
Elton John doesn't compose scores.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Elton John wrote all the music that has lyrics.
Ah.
Filmed on a budget of $150 million, it was not a box office success. It found success later, much like the original movie.
Yeah.
It did make 259, is that what that says?
Yep.
Million?
259.
Box office, which is profit, but with Hollywood accounting, as we've talked about
It's
before.
a failure.
Probably a failure if it doesn't make at least double its money.
Yeah.
What else do I have? I don't know.
Don't have anything? All right. Do you want us to get to back of box?
I suppose we can just get to the back of the box, which is so small.
So small. I wouldn't recommend doing like a Macho Man this week or anything. Just
I
read
don't.
it.
I've never done that on the free feed.
Oh,
If you want to hear a Macho Man voice, that's over on
he
the.
does a really good Macho Man.
I try to do movie trailer voices, and on Winter Soldier
Yeah,
specifically,
specifically.
which
yeah.
we now have our first look episodes up,
Yeah, we do.
which we have never talked about on the free feed. I don't think we've decided to start putting up like the first 10 minutes ish of our Patreon episodes every Tuesday.
Yep.
And you can go to our Patreon, link in the show notes, patreon.com/chainlinktheater, and use promo code DOOM to get your first month for $1. And if you can listen to that many movies in 1 month,
It's only cost you $1.
so it's $1.
We have like how many movies? Over
Just cancel
30.
it. Yeah, we're well over 30, yeah. I think. It might be at 30.
Okay.
Yeah, there were 20 legacy movies, and then we're already to Ant-Man tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which I also don't know if I'll be able to do the movie trailer voice tomorrow.
Probably not. You're probably going to
We'll
need to take
see.
a break.
Yeah, I had to take a break from Can and Brawl last week. We put out a greatest hits episode on that show. I think it's pretty good. It's funny. It made me laugh.
It was really good. I liked it.
Jason had to record it
I think
alone.
Jason did a great job solo hosting.
I do too.
I think he did a great job.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah. Good job, Jason.
The tiny back of the box says 30 years after the events of the first film, a new Blade Runner, LAPD Officer K, unearths a long buried secret that has the potential to plunge what's left of society into chaos. K's discovery leads him on a quest to find Rick Deckard, a former LAPD Blade Runner who has been missing for decades. The hunt for the truth begins in this follow-up to one of the most visually spectacular films in cinematic history.
Yeah, I wish they hadn't spoiled that Deckard was in it, honestly.
Isn't he not right there on the cover? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he is, but why is he on the cover? Because he's not in it as much as you'd think.
He's not in it as much as you think. That is true.
He doesn't come in until I was already
drink.
like, how much longer is this going to go on? Not that I wasn't having fun. It was just 11 o'clock at night.
I didn't talk about that. 2 hours and 44 minutes.
It's a long movie.
It is long.
It's very long.
I will give you that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would cut out.
Jared Leto.
No, you need Jared Leto.
But you don't need the whole walking into the water room all of the time. There's a lot of just walking around.
There's a lot of shots that exist for art's sake.
Yes, and they are beautiful shots.
And I will agree with that. But I don't know if it'd be my favorite movie if they weren't there.
Right. I don't think it would be.
I should also talk about the cinematographer, Richard Deakins, who is amazing, and Denis Villeneuve works with him all the time. So all the movies that I named for Denis Villeneuve directing, Roger Deakins has done. So Prisoners is a beautiful movie, despite being
Creepy.
grounded, creepy,
Yeah.
sad. Dune, the trailers look amazing. Arrival is beautiful. And this movie is Roger Deakins has had a career in Hollywood for like 50 years. This is the first time he's ever been nominated for an Oscar for his cinematography, and he won.
Oh, congratulations.
Which, look at this movie. Of
It's
course
beautiful.
he did.
It's a gorgeous movie.
I don't know what else came out in 2017, but apparently nothing prettier than this.
Shape of Water.
It also won for VFX, which is probably largely thanks to the appearance of Sean Young.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one scene where Anya Taylor-Joy, is that her name? No.
She's not in this.
Anya de Armas.
Ana
What's
de
her name?
Armas.
Ana de Armas. And
That is amazing.
That is amazing. That's
Yeah.
why I think it would also get it.
I agree.
Yeah.
What happens in this movie?
Okay, so we start with our little, like, I don't know, sizzle reel. I don't know what it's called. It says, replicants are bioengineered humans designed by Tyrell Corps for use
Oh,
off-world.
our text scroll.
Their enhanced strength made them ideal for slave labor. After a series of violent rebellions, their manufacture became prohibited and Tyrell Corps went bankrupt. The collapse of ecosystems in the mid-2020s led to the rise of industrialist Neander Wallace, whose mastery of synthetic farming averted famine. Wallace acquired the remains of the Tyrell Corporation and created a new line of replicants who obey. Many older model replicant Nexus 8s with open-ended lifespans survived. They are hunted down and retired. Those that hunt them still go by the name Blade Runner. So
it's pretty interesting that he was able to avoid famine just by being so good at synthesizing crops and food.
Yeah.
They only eat lab-made food now.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to make because of him.
Yeah.
Which is why he's filthy rich and why he bought the Tyrell Corporation.
Why he lives in a water room for no reason.
Did you notice that, by the way, that his house is made out of wood almost entirely?
No.
And they point out in this movie that wood is extremely expensive.
His water house is made of wood?
Almost entirely.
Oh, I did not notice that.
Yeah.
It looked like he was living in the old Tyrell building.
He wasn't, but yeah.
Oh, that's what it looks like.
They
It
were
looks like
going
the
for
same
that
building.
visually, yes.
Yeah. So after the text scroll, we open with like this really beautiful green eye with the whitest eyelashes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, the opening eye shot from the first movie. That's how the first one
Is
started.
it?
Yep.
Okay, because I was like, don't get attached because this never comes back
Yeah,
up.
pretty interesting. They open the first movie with a shot of an eye and then go into that beautiful overhead shot with super dirty Los Angeles with the fire coming out of the skyscrapers and
Yeah.
stuff and the flying cars. And this one opens with the eye and then shows Kay flying over
Crops.
white and gray because all the crops are inside because they don't need the sun.
Yep.
So it's just he's flying over completely clean,
Like covered
white
farms.
buildings. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Very different, very cool.
Yup. So then we have some guy, aka Dave Bautista, looking at bugs in a hazmat suit, and then he sees the flying car land next to his farm. So
Which was on autopilot. Ryan woke up.
yeah, he is always casual in this.
He is extremely casual in this.
Extremely.
Yeah.
So Kay enters the empty home without knocking and sees that there's a pot steaming on the stove. So he knows that that Dave Bautista is close.
Yeah,
So
the
he just,
hover car looks cool. Sorry.
It does look
In the
cool.
first one, they're so poorly done. I was going to say CG. I don't think they are.
I don't know what they are.
I think they must be miniatures just
Probably.
superimposed, and they don't look good. But this is the same design, and now it looks great.
Yeah, I didn't think they looked bad in the first one. So
Just when they're flying.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So Dave Bautista is like washing off in like a detox chamber thing. And then he goes inside his house and Ryan Gosling is waiting for him in the kitchen. And then basically Kay says, I hope you don't mind me taking the liberty. I was careful not to drag any dirt in. And then Dave Bautista says, I don't mind dirt. I do mind unannounced visits. And then he asks, are you Sapper Morton? And then Dave Bautista says, like, I'm a farmer. And then basically they say something about he says something about he's loved her since 2020. I don't remember what happened.
He says he's been here since 2020.
Oh, I was typing.
Yeah.
He's been here since 2020. And then Kay says that the bag that he's carrying is a military issue. So that's how he knows that he's an older replicant or something like that, that he's
Yeah.
from the wars.
Yep.
And he's like, so did you like go AWOL? What happened? Because you're supposed to be in like Calthua or something like that. Calantha. And then he says something about like, I have to take you in and I'd rather do it without having to kill you, basically pulling out the gun. And then Kay pulls out like this device, which we find out eventually is to scan their eyes to get the code,
The serial number.
the serial number in their eyes. And then Morton attacks the shit out of him and shoves him through a concrete wall,
Yeah.
which was pretty cool.
It was cool.
It's really cool. And then Kay gets stabbed by like a scalpel while trying to scan the eye. And then after, like, he like beats the like, you think for a second that Dave Bautista has the upper hand, and then Kay just like punches him in the throat like multiple times. And then Dave Bautista's pretty much just on the ground and doesn't move anymore.
He begs him not to get up, and he starts standing up.
Yep. And then Dave Bautista says, how does it feel to kill your own kind? And then Kay says, I don't kill my own kind. We don't run.
My kind don't run because
Yeah.
Nexus 9s obey.
Yep. And then he says, your new models are so happy scraping the shit because you've never seen a miracle. And then he gets shot and killed.
Because he starts coming at him again.
Yeah, well, he has to kill him anyway because
Yeah.
you're not going to.
Because he's illegal, which is stupid. Because this man's just a quiet farmer minding his own business.
They don't care.
Yeah, he even has a piano, which is still touching on more human than human thing from the first movie.
Mm-hmm. He's a piano. He's just living his little life. And then, I don't know. They just can't be left alone.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Sucks.
So Kay washes his hand and he takes the eye that's in a bag back to the car, and then he calls Robin Wright, and we only call her Madam, so that's why I'll call her the rest of the movie. And she tells him that Morton went AWOL and reports that he was basically is like, was he the only one there or something like that? And Kay's like, yeah. But then he notices that there is flowers placed at the base of like a dead tree on the property.
A very much living flower.
Yeah, a living flower. So this is recent. So then he calls his drone over to see do a scan of the ground, and he finds a box buried in the dirt. And then Madam says that she'll send a dig team, and that he should just come back home before the storm hits.
Yep.
So we get flying car in the rain.
Beautiful.
And then basically while he's walking in, he's going over this test. He gets called a skin job by someone while he's walking in, and then
Notice how he's refusing to make eye contact with any human officers.
he won't do it.
Yeah.
And then basically it's just a bunch of words to get his baseline, and they say interlinked and cells a lot. I don't think it's that hard of a test, but it'll be what's it like to hold hands with the person that you love? Interlinked. What's it like to hold your child in your arms? Interlinked. And then it just does that over and over again.
So they ask him a question that's supposed to elicit an emotional response, and then give him a code word to say after that, and he's supposed to say that code word, and they're just reading his heat levels and his micro expressions.
They're just telling him what to say. It doesn't seem like it's that hard of a test, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm human, so of course I think I can do it.
Yeah, which you can't.
I can't, no.
Because you will feel things.
I'll feel
they
things,
say.
Confusion, mostly.
It's being acted very well.
Oh, super well. He's no emotion, just
Yeah.
sitting there. So he's done, and then he goes home to his wife, Joy, and we just hear her talking, but we don't see her until she brings him dinner, which is a fake plate of steak that she puts over what looks like the broccoli that he has.
He already has some kind of transparent noodle.
Yeah. And she just puts a steak over it and is like, look what I made you dinner. And it's can we, I don't know why we're cosplaying this.
I like
Thank
the
you.
reveal because she spends a good 2 minutes
Just talking in the
talking
background.
off screen in the background.
How
as he
was your
got home.
day? He tells her about his day. She tells him about her day.
Yeah.
Those sorts of things. But then somehow she lights his cigarette. How?
She just holds her finger out to it, honestly. So maybe it lights itself.
Oh,
It's
maybe.
just an illusion.
Pretending. Okay, that would make sense. And so he gives her a present, and he gives her an emanator, which means that she can now leave her track.
I love the way they're filming her because, I'm sure she was just not there the same day or whatever. And it's just superimposed. But there's a little transparent effect to her hologram.
Yeah.
And then as smoke goes through it when he exhales from his cigarette.
She stutters.
She flickers through the
it's really
smoke.
cool.
It's really cool.
It's really well done. And then he's like, now you can go wherever wherever you want to go. And she's like, let's go to the roof.
Yeah, she was walking only where the roof track, the ceiling track would.
And now she's a
show
cheap
her.
date because she's like, let's just go outside.
She's never been outside.
I mean, she could have picked anywhere.
Yeah.
But I did think it was interesting that she was able to get wet, or was she just pretending to get wet?
I think she's
don't know.
emulating it because
Okay.
you see the rain go through her at first.
And then she stops letting it happen.
And then she concentrates, and then it looks like drops are appearing on her skin.
Yeah. So she's faking.
Yeah.
And then he starts touching around her face, and then she says, "I'm so happy when I'm with you." And then he says, "You don't have to say that."
Yeah.
And then while they're kind of they can't touch each other because she's not real. So
That's also well acted.
while they're hover making out, he gets a phone call and she just freezes. So that was great. And then
Trying not to go.
I know. So she just freezes, and then he's like, all right, well, that ruined everything. So that's fun. And then basically the dig has come through. So he goes into work and turns her off because I thought he was just going to leave her on the roof, but he didn't.
No.
So
He clicks the little button, and she comes back to his pocket.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, we'll talk about this later. Never mind. So in the box is a body. It's a military footlocker and it's full of bones and hair. They determine that this person has been buried for 30 years, and they also determine that she was pregnant and died during childbirth.
Yeah.
So because they found like cuts on like I don't know bones, the bones around your pelvis. I guess there was a cut in it.
Yeah,
They're like,
David Desmelchin.
David Desmelchin, yeah.
Who we'll talk about tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
He's in Ant-Man.
Is he? Oh, he's one of the crew.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I like him. He's
Late Night with the Devil is good.
in Late Night with the Devil. He's amazing. In the Suicide Squad,
Don't remember him.
he's the polka dot man.
Don't say that to me.
Don't.
Don't say that to me. I don't need to hear polka dot man.
Stop.
So stupid.
I like him. He's a good actor.
Drink your water.
I think he's also one of the suspects in Prisoners. Speaking of Denis.
Is he?
Yeah.
He does have the look.
Yeah.
So,
Good at playing weirdos.
Good at playing weirdos.
And we find out that Madam is Robin Wright
We already
from
knew that.
Princess Bride, and her name is Joshi.
Yes, Joshi, but I'm only going to call her Madam for forever. So,
Fair enough.
but they're like, well, then where's the kid? Because this woman is dead in the thing. And then Kay like makes him zoom in on like the bone, the scratch in the bone, and finds a serial number on her bone. And they're like, well, it's not possible because this person is a replicant. So they can't have had a baby.
Yeah.
Joke's on you.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Gonna learn today.
so basically, Madam says the whole world is built on a wall that separates kind. Tell the world there is no wall, and you've bought yourself a war or a slaughter. And then tells Kay to keep his fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
Basically, don't tell anyone about this. Don't talk about this. And he is told to erase everything, all traces that this ever happened, including the child. So that's his mission, is to find the child. And he does hesitate because he says, I've never retired something that was born before.
And she says, what's the difference?
And he says to be born is to have a soul.
And she says,
I don't know.
you've been doing fine without one.
Oh, you've been doing fine without one. Yeah. And then he's just like, all right, bitch.
She also says, are you telling me no? And he says, I wasn't aware that was an option.
She's like,
And
good,
she says,
because
good
it's
boy.
not. It's not. So, and then he's replaying that line from Batista about how he's never seen a miracle before. So now it's making sense.
As he drives off, yeah.
Why Batista said that.
Yeah, he's deep in thought now.
So he flies into what I still think is Tyrell Court. It looks like the same building, but now it's Wallace Court.
It is still the big monolithic pyramid-looking thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right.
And then he gives them the hair sample, and this is just some guy. It looks like Caliban from...
It is Caliban from Apocalypse, X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, not from Logan.
So it's that guy. And so he gives him the hair sample, and the guy's like, oh, this is pre-blackout. This is super old. So
Which means there's no way I'm going to be able to find anything for you because apparently all hard drives were wiped in 2022.
yeah, convenient.
Very convenient for plot. I agree.
So then some lady, we find out her name is Love, but she's going over like orders with a drilling company. Like, oh, well, you don't need that many drillers. You could do it with this many replicants, and you could probably throw in a couple prostitute replicants too, just for pleasure replicants for your drilling company.
Yeah.
And that would cover it. And then she tells the lady, like, come back later, because I guess she got notified about Kay being there. And I'm like, I already came all the way up this freaking monolith.
Yeah.
I'm not coming back. So Kay is like walking around this like Raiders of the Lost Ark looking area.
Archives.
Yes.
Yes.
It's massive.
Yeah, he's talking about how all of their pre-blackout archives are paper.
Yeah. Not really. It's like a disc.
Yeah, it is.
So he finds the disc and he's like, oh, there's not a lot of info on it. And then while he's standing there, Love shows up and she's like, I'm going to bring you to Mr. Wallace or whatever. I don't know. And then they walk through like a hanging dong room where just a bunch of dicks hanging everywhere.
People. They're replicants.
They're replicants.
It's not just... A lot of people listen to this podcast without having rewatched the movie.
Just hanging dicks everywhere. It's just a dong room.
There are bodies floating in... You're making me say too much. There are bodies floating in the... I hate her. Liquid chambers.
Yeah. With dong out.
That happen to be nude.
Yeah.
I also like that he says, she says, "My name's Love," and he says, "He named you."
Yeah, you must be
You
important.
must be very special.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm here for Mr. Wallace."
But she's also like, I fucking am.
Yeah.
I
She
am.
thinks she's very
I'm
special.
very special. And so, like, the door doesn't open, the door that she's taking him to. And she's like, no one's been down here for ages. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know the point of that
I don't either.
in terms
And
of
then we go
storytelling.
in, like, all of this whole building is just full of long hallways and, like, pretty much empty rooms.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah, I love that.
This is like a PS2 game.
It's just I love I
nothing.
think the whole architecture of this building is just to point out that this guy is pointlessly rich.
I hate people that rich.
Yeah.
I really do.
He has so much space and nothing to do with any of it.
Like I've never, when you walk through like, millionaires' houses or whatever, and they're like, look at my house, and you're just like, there's like, this is where I keep all my statues. I'm like, why the fuck do you have statues? This
Yeah.
is the weirdest, most like cold feeling house I've ever seen in my life.
Exactly.
And I cannot fathom how you find this fun
Yeah.
at all. But anyway, so they go into the super large room, something about the fragments being damaged in the blackout. And then she puts like this marble on a thing. And then we hear the interview, the Voight Kampf interview from the first movie with Deckard and Rachel.
Yeah.
So, and then she starts asking him questions like, why is there so much research into a body? Like, who cares if a replicant's body was found? I don't know why you're researching it. And then Kay's not giving her any information, obviously. And then he says something about like, oh, Rachel clearly likes Deckard because she's trying to provoke him.
Interesting.
I don't agree.
You don't?
No. Maybe I do after the end of the movie.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah,
Right.
maybe. Actually, yeah. Actually, I do. Never mind. I'm converted.
Talked
I
yourself
do.
into it. Thank God I don't have the voice for it.
I do. So then we get our little cameo with Edward James Olmos, and Kay is asking him about Deckard. So, and he's basically like, he liked to work alone, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, do you have any way for me to contact him? And he's like, no, he's retired. And then he like puts out a little origami sheep and then says something about he probably got what he wanted, which was to be alone. So
There's that fan service. I think that's just a reference to the title of the book.
literally. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Do androids dream of electric sheep?
And the plot of the original book, which is just Deckard trying to, pretty much just Deckard trying to
He wants an
get
animal
a real sheep for his wife.
in his apartment.
Yes.
Yeah.
On their they have a little yard on their balcony.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
With enough room for a horse.
Oh, okay. No. Anyway, so Love goes into Wallace's water room. This is the only thing I remembered from this movie is the freaking water room.
Because it's beautiful.
No, it's weird. Why are you hanging out in
But the
here?
water reflecting on the wall is beautiful.
It is really pretty, but why are you hanging out in this room?
He's blind. He doesn't need anything else.
Then you can just sit somewhere else. I don't know. I guess
probably
maybe
doesn't
it's
even
the
know what
sound.
this room looks
Maybe
like.
it's the sound or something like
Yeah.
that. Maybe he doesn't know he's in a water room. I don't know. But he does not.
He does if he has those little drones
He has the
around.
little drones.
Yeah.
And he's weird. He's really weird.
He's
Like,
weird. If you've ever thought Jared Leto was weird in a movie, that's not compared to this one.
He gives me vibes of like Fred from Handmaid's Tale.
That's
Just the way he
lost on me.
talks.
I hope someone knows what you're talking about.
Well, I do, and I think I nailed it.
Just very colder than any of the replicants
Cold.
in this movie.
Very cold.
Honestly.
Yeah. Very, very
And
cold.
his actions will further that coldness.
Yes. And then she walks in, and then he just starts talking, and he never shuts up.
Yeah,
and he's like,
that's
an
true.
angel should never enter the kingdom of heaven without a gift.
They found just footage of Jared Leto in his house.
No, just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
in
Just
his
saying
cult.
weird shit.
Just saying weird stuff all
Leading
the
a
time.
cult. Yeah.
And then he says, can you at least pronounce a child is born?
What?
All right. I mean, I can. Are you asking me to say it, or I don't know what you want from me. And so then we have some naked lady come out of a cocoon. I don't really know what's going on. And then Wallace is just rubbing her face and still talking like a weirdo. Just like he never. I didn't write down everything he says because he just never shuts up.
Big weirdo creep.
He's basically like, I made all of these people, and I'm the father of all these people. Let me do a little light molestation on you.
Yeah.
And this woman's like, I literally just woke up and I don't know what's going on. So
Yeah.
please stop. And then Love plugs something in behind his eyes, and the little drones start flying everywhere, which is how he sees. And then Love, when the drones are coming in, her face completely, like she's a replicant, but she hardens even more to make sure she shows nothing. Because
I love that.
he also has drones just staring at her face to see what her reaction is to what he's doing.
Yeah, and she does react. She flinches.
Yeah.
But she tries so hard not to react to anything that happens.
She's trying to be like completely stoic.
She's trying to be the perfect replicant.
Yes. And then he basically keeps like touching the naked woman's stomach, saying like, this is empty or whatever. And then he pulls out a scalpel and cuts her where her uterus would be.
Jesus.
And
that's
then
when she flinches.
Just lets her bleed out on the floor. And I'm like, then why did you make this one if you want to make one with a uterus? I don't understand.
I don't know how it works, but there must be something about the process to making them where he's trying to get it to have a uterus and it keeps not working.
I don't get it.
I'm not entirely sure.
I don't get it at all. Like, is he like busting a nut in some of these and then just hoping that
he
this
said
one will
I
have
tried
one? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on because I feel like I don't know. Maybe he did make a uterus and he did make eggs or something, and then this one's just not pregnant, so he's just gonna kill it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Big weirdo creep.
Yes.
That's what you need to know. So he says like Tyrell's final trick, procreation, created and lost. There is a child. Bring it to me, is what he says to Love.
Yeah.
So Love has the same mission as Kay, sort of.
Jared Leto's a great actor. I just don't like him.
I mean,
anymore.
Okay. I used to like him.
Yeah, me too.
But then, well, there was that one. He did like an Ask Me Anything years ago on Reddit.
Yeah,
and
that was when we soured.
Because like I liked 30 Seconds to Mars, so that's his band, and I still do listen to their music occasionally. Actually, a lot because Spotify pushes that shit so hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he was asked something about being a musician and being an actor, like which one do you consider yourself more of or whatever?
Do you consider yourself musician first or actor first?
And he said, I consider myself an artist. And I was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
That is the douchiest fucking thing to say.
And then he was in Suicide Squad and it came out that he was sending creepy stuff to his co-stars, and that just kind of...
The whole like COVID happened, and he walked out of the fucking desert 7 months after it started and went, what the hell is going on? Everyone stay safe. And it's like, where have you been?
Yeah.
And he's just like, I've been in my commune just hanging out. It's like, you're weird, dude. You're so weird. And he's vegan, which is why he looks so young.
True.
Yeah. Which makes me want to give veganism a shake, but I will not. Anyway, so... Anywho, Kay is eating at a market and he's looking at photos, like physical photos. And then we see like a hooded woman being all shady, and she tells like a bunch of prostitutes to go talk to Kay. One of them, like 3 prostitutes come up and talk to Kay. And one of the women in the group says that she recognizes Kay and he's dangerous. And this is all in Russian.
Straight up calls him a Blade Runner.
Yeah, she's like, we are not talking to him. And 2 of them leave, and the other one's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And she stays around to get whatever out of him. I honestly don't know what the point was, but basically he gets like a little chime from Joy while he's talking to this prostitute. And then she's like, oh, you're not into real girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just leaves.
And then leaves. But he also threatens her because she says something and he says, what's your serial number or something like that to her. And then she's...
Sorry about that.
No. Who cares? It's fine. Anyway, so Kay goes back to Batista's house and he's just like kind of sitting around trying to get clues. And he notices that one of the keys on the piano is depressed. Super sad. And then he opens it up and finds a box in the back of the piano, and inside is a little baby sock.
Did you say super sad piano?
Super sad piano.
Stupid.
Just one particular one. And then and inside the box is not only a little baby sock, there's also a photo of a woman underneath the tree. So
holding a baby.
Yep. So Kay goes back out and he finds a carving on the bottom of the tree that says 6/10/21. And this terrifies him. He is petrified after he sees that. Like, this is the first time I think we've ever seen Kay have an emotion.
Yeah.
This rocked him.
I think this is the first time he's ever felt an emotion, and he doesn't have any idea what to do with it.
Yeah. He has no idea.
Yeah.
So he walks back. He's walking back to his car, and the house is now on fire because he's destroying it. And then we see Love robbing the morgue of all the bone samples from the woman, the dead woman. And then that guy, whatever his face is, the Late Night with the Devil guy.
David Desmalchin.
That's his name.
Yeah.
He
His
like
name's Coco in this, apparently.
Yeah, Coco. He comes up and he's like, you can't take those. And she's just like, oh, actually, I have paperwork. And then she hands him the paperwork. And then she punches him in the back of the neck and kills him.
He fucking falls.
He dies
he collapses,
hard.
and his eyes and nose and mouth start profusely bleeding.
My God.
And he's convulsing.
I didn't know you could do that.
I don't think you can.
Okay. I bet you can. Do you remember? Because now I've been terrified. I've never gotten in a fight in my life other than with siblings. But I've never punched someone in the face. And I never will punch someone in the face because of Con Air.
Okay.
Terrifying.
Remind me.
The beginning of Con Air when he's defending his wife's honor. And then that guy comes at him and he does that to his nose and kills the guy.
Oh, wow.
You can't see what I'm doing, but he does like a thrust, a palm up into the guy's nose. And then that's the first time I found out that if you did that, I don't know if it's real, but if you do that, the bone will go into the brain and kill them.
Yeah, maybe.
And then Con Air happens.
I don't think there is a bone in your nose. It's just
Right
part of
here?
your skull. That one at the top is part of your skull. Yeah.
Well, then you break this and then it goes up that way.
Jesus.
Or it's not real and it was in a movie.
It was in a movie. That is true.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
the music, and when they're in the city, the music.
Yeah.
With the crazy ass engine sound that the music is doing. Because Hans Zimmer loves digital music just as much as he does analog, which is made with real instruments and stuff.
Yeah.
And he loves putting all sorts of effects on stuff, which
It
is
is
why
beautiful music.
the boom from movies that's super overplayed now is him. It's from Inception.
Original.
Yeah, he's the OG of that. And then this has that kind of crazy stuff. They were doing like a choir type of music over saxophones and like 80s synthesizers like the original one. And Denis didn't like it. And he said, I want you to do Blade Runner, but today. And they were like, okay. And they just put so many filters on the music they were already making, the choir and everything like that, that it ended up sounding like this.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
It almost sounds like when
crazy to
someone's
say.
like, I know you didn't salt this, and you just take it to the kitchen and then bring it back out, and you go, here you go. And they go, that's so much better.
It sounds way different, though. It's like if they just poured the entire canister of salt on it when they came back.
And you went, perfect.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It almost sounds like it's coming from within the city itself. You're not even sure whether it's music or
That's your shit.
cars
It's
or-
every time
yeah.
they're in the city, I know that your little heart is so happy.
Yeah, with the neon and the giant signs and the...
That's where you're happiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. This
So
is my
good.
shit.
Yeah. So Madam is reporting to Kay, and she's like, the bones are missing and Coco is dead. Coco died so rough.
So
Like
hard.
I said, he died so hard. It's like he didn't even try. So Madam is asking Kay like about his memories, like they're drinking. And he says that he has them, but they aren't real. And she's like, well, go ahead and tell me one of your stories. And he's like, why would I? Like, they're not real stories. And she's like, well, what if I tell you that it's an order?
Yeah, and he
then
says
he
it
tells
feels weird to tell you stories about my childhood when I was never a child.
Yeah, I was never a child, so I tell him. And so he tells her a story, and the story is about a toy he had, a little wooden horse with an inscription underneath it. And a group of boys were chasing him, trying to take it away from me. So I had to run. And he said that he had to look for a place to hide. And the only place to hide is this dark furnace. So he wrapped his horse in like cloth and stuffed it in this furnace. And then he said, the horse is all I had, so I hid it, and then the boys beat me to tell me where the horse was, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the whole story. And she's just like, I mean,
story sucks, bro.
I wanted a I wanted a funny one or something. I don't know. And then, so Kay goes to this like DNA archives to look at stuff, and he's looking at all children born 6/10/21.
Which is a lot, apparently.
Like every child, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Every one of them. Every single one of them.
All the children were
And
born
he's
that
like,
day.
look for anomalies. And then the data starts speaking Japanese,
Yeah.
which was interesting because there's a lot of languages spoken to him in this movie that he understands.
But he speaks back in English.
Yeah, he speaks back in English, but
And
I
they
kind of think
understand
that
that.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I really do. So the data is corrupted, so he has to go in manually. And then Joy just pops out of his pocket while this man is at work.
Yeah. Leans in through his face.
Yeah, leans in through his face. And I'm like, this is a conflict. Like, you can't do this. You're not cleared
Yeah.
to, this is I'm
This
a
is high
I'm
clearance
a cop.
stuff. Yeah.
You can't just hang out here. And then she's just like, I have half the DNA of a human. And it's just like, this isn't about you. Why aren't you at home?
Right. Half the elements. Yeah. Because she's saying that it's crazy that we're made up of A, C, T, and G in our DNA.
Yeah.
And she's saying, I only have 2 ones and zeros.
Well, you didn't need to say that. We understood.
I know. Because she said, I have 2. And I said, oh, yeah, ones and zeros.
And then she
goes,
said it.
ones and zeros. And I was like, oh, well.
Don't you love it, though, when you know something, but then they think that everyone else is so stupid that they have to make sure that they say it?
Yeah. It's always
I
a little
enjoy that.
moment of pride.
It's a moment of pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. So anyway, she's just there messing with this man who's trying to get his job done. And then she's like, why didn't you tell the madam about the truth about the date? And he's just like, what are you talking about? And she's like, the date carved on the bottom of your horse. And he's like, why are you saying this in a police station? That is a secret that I told you, you dumb bitch. Like, why? Because she's not just visible to him. She's visible to everyone.
I guess Nexus 9s don't obey, by the way, if he's keeping secrets now.
He wasn't asked. If she had asked him what the date on the bottom of the horse was, he would have had to say it.
Lying by omission.
It's like Ella Enchanted.
Lying by omission.
I got grounded for that.
You did.
I got grounded for that when I was
That's why I said
18
it
years
twice.
old. Lying by omission. Whatever. It worked out. We're married now. It all works out. So anyway,
Indeed.
so because if you haven't read Ella Enchanted, I don't think any of our audience would be interested, but it's such a good book. It's one
She
of my
has
favorites.
to do what she's told, is that right?
Yeah, she's
why I bring that
cursed
up, yeah.
to do what she's told. But her fairy godmother gave it to her thinking it was a blessing because the baby wouldn't stop crying. So the fairy godmother said, oh, and then she will always obey, and then left.
Whoops.
Despite her mom being like, holy shit, don't make her do that.
Oh, my God.
It was awful. So, good book, though. It's fantastic.
Is the movie about the same thing?
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, my.
Okay, because here's the thing. Ella Enchanted, this is why I never saw the movie. Because Ella Enchanted, the book, she can't defy the laws of gravity. It's not something that happens. And the trailer for the movie, Ella is jumping and some guy says stop and she freezes in midair.
Oh, that's dumb.
That does not happen. Also, Ella in the book tries on purpose to not obey to see how long she can go without doing what they've told her to do. So she because her dad tells her do this and then come back, and she goes away, and then she tries to stay away until her body literally is shaking, convulsing, and making her go back.
Goodness.
Yeah. So Ella wouldn't just stop just because someone anyway, I never saw that movie. I had no interest.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we'll get to it one day.
Sure.
And I can bitch. So
We've done my movies for months straight, so.
That's true. So anyway, I don't think Joy should be here, and I think he should create boundaries, personally.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then he's like, if I had told her the truth, I would be hunted for the rest of my life. So that's why I didn't tell her something. There's a reason why you're in your position and I'm a cop.
Yeah.
Just saying. So he finds 2 matching DNAs because it's just scrolling DNAs constantly. And he finds 2 matching DNAs. And he finds one is of a girl who died, and the second is of a boy from an orphanage who disappeared. Interesting. So he goes to San Diego, which is now called District of San Diego, and it's LA's dumpster.
Yeah.
Which is insane because San Diego's not close to LA.
It's hours
away.
LA has expanded a lot.
Yeah. So, and then he starts getting shot at. And then what I think is hilarious is he seems surprised he's getting shot at, but not in any human way of being surprised.
No.
More just what the? Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
He's like, what was that? And keeps driving.
Yeah, he just keeps flying. And then he gets harpooned. And when he gets harpooned, they EMP his car, and Joy's next to him. So Joy disappears.
Which is also a cool effect.
It is cool.
Because she goes K and flickers out of existence.
Yeah. And
which he also barely reacts
He does
to.
not react. He literally just kind of looks over and is like, oh, she's gone. Okay. No reaction. And then he crashes. And then Joy comes back, I guess because the car's loaded, but he's passed out. And so she's trying to wake him up. But she can't, she hasn't rebooted enough yet.
Yeah.
So, and then junk people come and rip off his car door, and they start trying to attack him. He's what he is. So he starts fighting them all off easily. And then all of a sudden, junk people start blowing up all over the place.
Yep.
And we see that Love is getting her nails done. She's getting a manicure, and she's killing all these people, protecting Kay, because she's following Kay so that he can find the child and she can just go take it.
Exactly.
I don't know why we're calling it the child though, because
It's 30 years ago.
well, I guess they don't know if it would have aged though, because it's a replicant's baby.
I guess.
So maybe that's why.
But wait, I think Batista aged though.
No,
He looked old.
he did look old, but hot.
Well, maybe he started looking old.
Maybe he started looking old. I don't know how it works.
I don't either.
I don't know how it works, and I still don't.
And the book, it has nothing to do with this. So you can't go read more.
Nope. So Kay finds a building full of children who lead him to a much larger room filled of more children
doing
manual labor. Yeah. Okay.
And who's in the middle of the room but Lord Shax himself
Lenny
from
James.
Destiny.
What?
Lenny James.
I love Lenny James.
I guess those of you out there don't play Destiny. Walking Dead?
Morgan.
He's in Snatch, too.
He's in Snatch.
He's hilarious.
He's in the first Snatch. I don't know if he's in the second one.
What? The second one?
You said Snatch too.
Oh, stupid.
Snatch also as well. But
This dude's an amazing actor in everything I've ever seen him in.
I freaking love Lenny James.
He constantly shows up to cons, and people ask him to say lines from Destiny, and he doesn't remember.
He doesn't know what he's done.
He doesn't know what he's shouting.
He doesn't know anything.
So he's the
never played it.
multiplayer announcer in Destiny.
Yeah, he does Crucible.
Which is largely just shouting.
Yeah.
And he just shouts a bunch of lines. He doesn't know what they mean.
I need a hunter like you with the red jacks.
Yes. Fight forever, Gotti.
And it's just like,
I cannot
hell
do impressions today.
It's amazing. I love Lenny James.
I love Lenny James.
I love him.
You pick him, we go to Snatch. I can't think of anything else.
No. Walking Dead. We'll just do all of Walking Dead.
All of Walking Dead.
All of it.
Next week.
Next week. So, he basically is telling, like, Lenny James is like, oh, well, I'll give you a kid. I'll sell you a kid. I'll sell you 3 kids. I'll sell you 4 kids. How many kids do you want? And then he shows his badge and he's like, you can't take these kids from me. Okay.
I'm legal.
I'm legal, man. You can't take them from me. Okay. And then, because a kid drops something in front of Lenny James, and you can tell that if there weren't a person here, Lenny James would have beat the dog shit out of that kid. But because Kay's there, he's just like, pick it up.
Yeah.
Good job. So
It's funny that the only humor in this entire movie is when Lenny James shows up.
and is abusing children.
Yes.
So then Lenny James, like, basically he's like, I need all of your records from 2021. And Lenny James is like, I don't keep records that far back.
He's like, yes, you do.
And he's like, yes, you do. So he, like, then threatens to kill him. He's like, if you don't give me the deets, I'm going to kill you. And while we're walking, like, following Lenny James, we see an area that looks like very familiar to the dream Kay was talking about.
Because they did show us the visuals of the
little boy
running with the wooden horse.
Yes.
And
so
this looks just like it.
Very familiar. And so Lenny James grabs his records, and the entire year of 2021 is ripped out of the book.
Which is like 20 pages.
20 pages. And he just says, I didn't do that. And then he leaves immediately. He's like, I didn't do that. It's not on me. They're gone. And so Kay retraces his steps from the dream and is able to locate the furnace where the wooden horse is found. Like where the wooden horse was physically still there.
He found it.
He found it.
That memory, whether it's his, is real.
Yeah. Whether or not it's his memory, it's a real memory.
Yeah, which they told us in Blade Runner last week.
What?
They create memories and they take them from other people to give them to you.
I didn't know what we were trying to say.
That's what I wish I could talk better. I'm sorry. But all of her memories are from Tyrell's niece.
Yes,
Rachel's
yes,
memories.
because I do remember the scene where Deckard's like, you have a memory about this, you have a memory about this, and you have a memory about this.
Yeah.
And she was just like,
But Kay's aware of that. So Kay's like, so the memory's real. Is it mine now?
is it my memory?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's my memory or not.
Yeah.
And so then Joy shows up and she's like, your name is Joe and your mama would have named you. And so I'm going to name you Boy Joy.
I like it, man. She's being sweet. She's like, I always told you were special. I knew you were going to be somebody. I knew you already were somebody. Kay is not a name.
Kay is a name.
Your mom would have named you.
Yeah.
So let's call you Joe.
But she just changed the last letter of her name because
Right.
her name is literally
J-O-I.
J-O-I.
Yeah.
So Real creative, Joy.
Right.
Real creative. Good job.
Yeah.
And then also, like, right now I'm dealing with a lot, and the last thing I need to worry about is a fucking name. Okay.
Yeah.
I might be hunted and killed. Okay. So anyway, so Kay goes to visit the woman who makes memories for the replicants, and she lives in a box because
Anna Stelline. That's her name. Yeah.
the real actress?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Character.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she lives in a box and she has a compromised immune system. She said that her family was about to go off world when she was a child, and that's when she got sick. And her family just basically put her in here to keep her protected and gave her everything that she needed other than giving her a companion. And I'm like, well, you can get a ceiling track and have a Joy bother you if you want.
Yeah.
So, and then she says that she started designing memories because she didn't get to make any more for herself.
Yeah.
So that's what she started doing. So basically, she says if you have authentic memories, you'll have a real human response as a replicant. And then he says, Kay asks her, like, do you ever use memories that are real? And she says it's illegal to use real memories.
So of course I don't.
So no, I don't. And she said if you anything real would be a mess. So you can't do that. And so she asked him to like sit on the other side of like, I don't know, a viewfinder and like just think about the memory he wants her to see, which is the coolest thing ever, by the way. I don't know if it would work like human to human or anything like that. I don't know. But that is cool.
How she can see his memory?
Yeah, she can just like watch it.
Yeah, she said just think about it. You don't think hard. Just picture it.
I would love that. I would love to see you throw a rock into your brother's head.
Sorry, Kevin.
No.
I'd rather relive a happier one.
Oh, okay.
She asked if she could work while he talked, and the effects for the memories that she was making in that room
We're cool.
was so cool.
It was really cool.
She was like creating a birthday party and adding different kids around this table
with different expressions and like changing where
and adding more candles to the cake, and it would change the lighting in the room, and it would change the lighting in the area she's sitting in, not in the fake room.
Yeah.
How the hell did they do this effect?
I don't know.
It's so cool.
It's really cool.
When he first walked in, she was in a jungle taking a macro lens shot of an insect.
A fly, yeah.
And then it looked like she was actually there, and then that all faded away, and she's standing in this white, empty sci-fi room.
Yeah, because while we
this
were
is another
focusing
reason
on
Roger Deakins won.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What were you about to say?
Oh, when she was focusing on the fly, the eye size of the fly kept changing. It wasn't perfect, so she was changing it. So
it's amazing.
It's really cool. I mean, honestly, the effects guy had to have gone cross-eyed doing this. Yeah. This is nuts. Like
he must have been working on it
his
for
work
years.
is insane. Yes. So she starts watching the memory, and then she starts crying, and she says, "This is real, and someone lived this. This happened."
Yeah.
And then he says, "I know it's real. Fuck!" And then he like kicks a chair.
Screams, "God damn it!" Yeah.
Yeah, kicks a chair. And
Famous scene.
And then walks out without picking the chair back up.
Yeah, dickhead.
She can't get out of this box to pick up her chair.
Yeah.
Now she's supposed to look.
Would have been funny if later that chair is still.
I know. Or she was like, "Excuse you."
Yeah.
Pick that up.
No, she's overcome with emotion too. She knows.
She is. I know. But he basically walks outside and gets arrested immediately.
Yep.
Because Madam needs to talk to him. So he gets arrested and he goes back through the baseline and fails everything. And I don't like because basically they'll ask the same questions like, what's it like to hold the person that you love interlink? And he'll be like, interlink. It's just like.
So he's saying them with the same thing, but it's taking him a second.
It's taking him a second to respond.
Not all here.
No, he's not here. And so by the time the test is done, the voiceover is like, you have failed.
You are way off baseline.
You are way off baseline.
Yeah.
And so he goes to talk to Madam, and she's basically just like, you're going to have to get killed because something's wrong with you. Like, you're off base. And then he says, I found the kid. And he was like, the kid was set up as a standard replicant. He didn't even know who he was, but I've killed him and it's done. And then she, I guess, because of their last conversation about to be born means to have a soul, she understands now that is why he's off base, supposedly.
Yeah. Supposedly.
And so she says, I can get you out of what is it called? I don't know, the
precinct.
The precinct, yeah.
You just prevented a bomb going off.
Yeah, I can get you out of the precinct today, but you have 48 hours to get back on track, and your next baseline is out of my hands.
Yep.
So he leaves. He goes home, and he's going to tell Joy. He tells Joy that she was right, and then she's like, shh.
Her timing
is terrible. Terrible. And then the prostitute from earlier comes in, and she's like, you liked her. And it's just like, I talked to her for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But, and then
she can apparently tell from inside his pocket. She asked him earlier if he would prefer Madam.
Yeah, Madam.
To her. And he was like, are you listening in?
She's just eavesdropping all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so this is where the guy definitely earned the Oscar, I think, because
it must be a whole team.
It is
but right.
Both faces of the
Ana de Armas and Mackenzie Davis, who plays the prostitute,
melded together, and they keep both slipping in and out.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
They go between looking like Mackenzie Davis, looking like Ana de Armas, and looking like an entirely new person because they look like both of them.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's so cool.
This scene goes on a really long time. It doesn't go
on for a long time.
It goes on a really long time. It has to be like 5 minutes.
Because they knew what they had visually.
Of them just trying to go to Pound Town with each other.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, so
it's cool,
she
though.
ordered him. Did we talk about that? She ordered him
the prostitute,
the girl,
yeah,
so that he could actually feel joy.
Joy, joy.
No, Joi, joy.
But not really.
His wife.
Nah. Anyway, so I mean, yes, but also like joy, Joy.
Right.
So anyway, so Mariette is the name of the prostitute, and the next morning she takes something out of her mouth and puts it into Kay's only pair of pants.
Right.
That'll come back later. And then Joy shows up and is like, I'm done with you. Get out. And then I did think it was funny because she goes to the kitchen to talk to Kay, and I think that this must be how most couples react after a threesome. Yeah. Because they're super awkward with each other.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's going on? So basically Kay's like, well, like I was going to tell you last night, we need to leave, and now we've lost a day because of your poor timing. Joy tells him that she's going to have to be wiped from the like home computer, I guess. I don't know. Because if he's wanted, they can get all of her memories from the console. So he's like, but if you're on the emanator, then if something happens to it, you'll be dead. And then she's like a real girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cute.
You know, I just thought about
what?
How did she? That was his money.
He paid for the prostitute.
Yeah.
100%. It's like First Wives Club when Sarah Jessica Parker buys him all those gifts or whatever. And she's like, buys him like a Corvette or something. And he's like, with my money, I bought the gift.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah. So thank you for spending my money on my present. Thanks.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Love also immediately notices when Kay destroys Joy's antenna because they make Joy. So she's watching him so closely.
Yeah, she did ask him if he was satisfied with the product earlier, right?
And he was like, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I am. And so Kay is now down like in a shop talking to the I'm the Captain Now guy.
Literally, yeah. The actor from Captain Phillips.
Yeah, not Tom Hanks. The
Right.
other guy.
The captain now.
And like, so he's showing him the horse, and the guy's like nerding out, and he's like, this is real wood. You are rich. I'm rich. We're rich. This is like whatever you want, I can get you. You want a horse? I can get you a horse.
It's a real horse. I can get you off world. I can get you anything.
And he's like, why would I want a horse? Stop. And he's just like, I don't know, man. Just like tell me what you want because I want this. Yeah. And then he's just like, no, where can it be made? And he's like, there's only one place dirty enough for wood to come from. Las Vegas. I don't know. I don't know how that worked out, but it did. So we briefly see Love in Kay's apartment. That's it. Okay. Kay is now in Vegas. So he does like a scan with his drone. And what I found funny is that he kept telling his drone to stop. The drone never stopped moving.
It never stopped moving.
Never
it slowed
stopped
down
moving.
a little bit.
It slowed down a little bit, and then he'd be like 4, and then it would zoom in, like 5, zoom in, or what? Stop, and then it would just like it never stopped though. It's not.
How similar is this to the scene where Deckard is just zooming in on pictures?
I liked that part though.
Yeah, I like this part.
I think the Deckard part was better.
Yeah, I agree.
100%. So, I mean, it went on for 45
Because
minutes.
in the Deckard part, you can kind of tell as it goes through the photograph what
we're
he's
looking
looking
at.
for, what we're looking for, what you're looking at. You can't really do that here.
No.
Yeah.
He just sees like fuzzy stuff over in the distance and he's all like, that's something.
Vegas was opulent, by the way.
Yeah, it has a bunch of statues of naked women on their
Gigantic statues
knees.
of naked women.
Yeah, I would call. I mean, I would call it sleazy and creepy.
Yeah, it's Sin City.
Yeah, disgusting. So anyway, Love goes to see Madam and ask where Kay is, and she basically is like, I don't know, he's off duty. And then Madam tells Love like, well, Kay destroyed the child, so you're too late. And then Love basically is like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And then she like, Madam was holding a cup, and Love squeezes her hand. And
Around
shatters the glass.
Yeah.
So then
and just keeps holding onto her hand.
Madam is a badass.
She is.
Because Madam's hand is just gushing blood and she's just staring at her.
She's reacting a little bit.
She's reacting because it hurts.
Yeah.
And Love says, you can't stop the tide with a broom, which is true.
That's true.
It is true.
I'm not arguing that with you, Love.
I'm not arguing that with you. And then she says, I'm going to tell Mr. Wallace you shot me first. And then she fucking stabs
And
her
I
to
had
death.
to kill you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she stabs her to death. And then what I loved is she goes to use Madam's computer, and then she picks up Robin Wright and has her face scanned, and then just throws her face, and it slams into the desk, and then it falls to the ground.
And she's dead.
Because she's dead.
Yeah.
It was just such
Sylvia Hooks is the name of this actress. I've never seen her in anything else. She's amazing, and
She's
she needs to be in
fantastic.
way more things.
She was my favorite character until she got scary.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
Yeah. So Kay finds like the bunch of lady statues and naked ladies on their knees, and then a colony of bees. And he's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, there's a bee on his hand. So how are bees alive in all this radiation? How is Deckard alive in all this radiation?
I don't think the radiation's real.
Yeah.
I think it's like blast from the past.
Well, then why is everything so freaking orange?
Because it's Vegas with no trees.
It is crazy.
'Cause all the
orange,
trees have
not
been
just
cut
sand
down.
orange.
To make toy horses.
That's Resident Evil Extinction. All the trees died in Resident Evil Extinction, and they go to Vegas, and there's sand everywhere, and it's not orange at all.
Yeah.
Because that movie sucks.
I didn't watch that one. I don't know. I don't really know what's happening. Really. I get confused during this movie, but in a good way.
There is life here, though, which is
There is
why
life.
they're showing us bees.
A bunch of bees.
So he knows that there is life here.
Yeah. So he goes into a building to find Deckard. And then he hears like a piano playing and he goes upstairs. And there's a dog here for some reason. Also a dog. Don't know how. But
Must not be real.
He finds Deckard and Deckard's like, you got some cheese or something.
Yeah, he's quoting Treasure Island.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because then Kay says Treasure Island. And then Deckard's like, you read. That's good. And then Kay says like, I'm not here to take you and I just have some questions. And then Deckard shoots him.
Shoots him,
Immediately. Yeah.
knocks him over the balcony.
So we get like a good, I don't know, 10-minute chase scene, kind of like chasey Heidi scene, mostly Heidi.
It's unnerving, man. They're in that lounge with the Elvis hologram that's malfunctioning.
Yeah.
And every now and then it'll be super loud and make you jump.
Yeah. And then
The audio
it'll
will
switch
come
to
back.
like Marilyn Monroe for a second.
Yeah.
And then like,
Literally like 3 seconds because it was mostly Elvis.
what are those girls called? Showgirls.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the big feather hats and stuff.
Yeah.
So Kay subdues Deckard, sort of. And then he's like, I'm not going to kill you. And then Deckard just starts punching Kay in the face a bunch.
That's
and
that
Kay's
famous
still
shot.
just like, I'm still not going to fight you.
There's that famous shot on the internet where Harrison accidentally punched Ryan.
Ryan in the face. Yeah.
That's a great shot. Look up Harrison Ford punches Ryan Gosling from.
Yeah. Classic.
It's great.
So they stop fighting because I guess Deckard got tired. I don't remember. And they go for a drink at Deckard's like house, sort of.
Yeah.
And then Deckard asks
And
him
all he has is whiskey.
his name, and he says like K9 or
That's
whatever.
not a name.
He says that's not a name, and then he's like, my name is Joy Boy.
Joe.
Joy Boy. Joe. Joe. And then he asks, what was the name of the mother of your child, and what was she like? And then Deckard just says Rachel. And then Kay says, like, what happened to your kid? Who put it in an orphanage? And then Deckard's like, I was long gone by then. So he's like, you didn't even meet your own kid? And he's like, why? And he's like, that was a plan, like to cover the tracks. My part was to leave. Like I had to leave. And then the blackout came and it became impossible to find the kid. And then Kay says, did you ever try? And Deckard says, no, because I didn't want our child to be taken apart or dissected. Sometimes to love someone, you have to be a stranger.
That's a pretty good line.
It is a good line. But then we see bad guys moving in over Vegas.
Yep.
Bad guys can come in that town.
They can.
And so Love has tracked down Kay. I don't know how, but she has. I guess using the computer in Madam's office.
Yeah.
So, Joy's just like walking around the house for a second. And so, like, Deckard runs. Kay's chasing Deckard. Deckard's trying to make it to his, like, hover car. But Kay knows that they're about to blow up the car. So grabs Deckard and keeps him away from the blast. And in falling back, like, Kay's side gets impaled with something.
I like that he just broke through that marble wall.
Yeah, he just broke because Deckard locks a door behind him to keep Kay out, and Kay just runs through concrete without slowing down at all. And then this is where I get super confused, and it seemed like I had never seen this movie again because the bad guys end up taking Deckard, but not Kay. Yep. So I was very confused because I thought Kay is the baby, or I was the baby, or we are all the baby.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was happening.
Right.
And also, Love kills Joy, by the way.
Oh,
because
so hard
the
to watch.
emanator falls out of Kay's pocket and Joy comes out because, like, two things, his gun and the emanator are laying there. And Joy, I don't know why she comes out because I don't know if the girl would have, well, she probably would have known.
She knows what an emanator is. She works for them.
But would she have cared enough if Joy hadn't have done that? Because Joy pops out and is like, don't do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think she would have cared. I think she would have been like, okay, well, kick your stuff away. I don't want you
she
have
kills her out of pure cruelty and nothing else.
Yeah. Facts.
It's rough.
It's rough because then she is leaning down while she gets steps on and starts to say, I love you to
and gets
Kay.
Squashed out of existence and doesn't return, by the way.
Yeah. She's dead.
Yeah.
She's she's dead. So anyway, someone pulls the tracker. So like Deckard gets lost. Or gets taken. Someone pulls a tracker out of Kay's pocket and he wakes up at a campfire and it's like Mariette is there. So Mariette brought Joe back to the city and patched him up. And I am going to call him Joe from here on out because I am. So get over it. Okay. So anyway, someone wants to meet him and her name's Frasier, right? And she says that she was there when the baby was born. And then she says that one of the replicants having a baby means that we are more than just slaves because if a baby could come from one of us, we are our own masters.
Yeah.
And we want to free people. So we're going to war basically. And so she says like dying for the right cause is the most human thing we can do. You must kill Deckard because Deckard knows too much and he'll send them after me and everyone else who covered up the baby.
Yeah.
And then she says something says something about how, because Kay starts asking, or Joe starts asking her questions about the baby. And like, she says that it was a little girl. She's like, I pulled her out.
Yeah. And he's like, her?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah.
Yeah. And then we find out that, yeah, Kay is not the baby. Joe is not the baby.
Yeah.
And then she says, oh, you imagined it was you. And then she says, oh, we all do that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like...
It's so cool, though, man, because he thought he was the main character. We thought he was the main character.
Yeah. We thought he was the baby.
Yeah.
But he's not. But I called it, though, because when he found the horse, I said, but how does he know that that's not just someone else's memory that he's living? And I was right. Yeah. But I didn't know I was right because I this whole movie, I kept asking Kyle if I'm the baby.
Yes, you did.
Am I the baby?
I love that. Baby? It's a cool thing to say in a movie is that even though you may not be the main character, you can still be important.
Yeah. Yeah. Because she's like, well, we all think it's us. It's kind of like, okay, this is probably not a good analogy, but if you play like the dirge in Baldur's Gate.
Here we go.
You go around and you tell all of your like companions like, hey, I have these like horrific like needs to kill people, and they're
Urges.
like, everyone has those.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. No worries. You're fine. And it's just like, I don't think anyone's listening to what I'm actually saying.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then basically she says Deckard's going to leave Wallace to all of us and squash the rebellion. So blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking that it's Cage Girl at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, immunocompromised girl, because she's the only other person in this.
Right.
Or it's Love.
Yeah.
Or it was Joy and she's dead.
Yeah.
Or it's Mariette.
Can't be Joy.
She's dead. Yeah, you're right. So we go back to the water room. I hate this room. And Deckard is talking to Wallace, and Wallace is doing his whole like...
If you haven't seen this movie, this is a large stone room looking like the interior of an Egyptian pyramid that's dimly lit, that is surrounded by a moat. Mm-hmm. And the water in it, for some reason, is not still. It is moving.
Mosquitoes.
Probably jets to prevent mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And all of that is reflecting off of the walls. That is why she is calling this the water room.
I don't know why we're in here.
It is beautiful, but it is a pointless room in a house.
It literally just has like 2 chairs in the middle of it, and I'm like, I don't know why we're in here.
Yeah, and steps across the water to get into the room.
I hate it.
I love it visually.
I hate it so much. I mean, visually gorgeous.
It's probably so
Practically
zen to hang
stupid.
out in.
I feel like it's loud,
Really?
and I feel like I'd have to pee all the time.
It isn't loud in the movie. You can't even hear the water.
Yeah, because they were like turning down the water.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he shows Deckard like a skull, because I mean he's doing his whole like he won't shut up artist bullshit.
Yes.
And he says that like I need to teach the children I need the child to teach them all to fly. And I'm like, so you think that this child has the ability of flight? I'm confused.
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
I know. So he said God needed Rachel and needed her and opened her womb. And then they play the Voight-Kampff test again for Deckard. So Deckard's hearing Rachel and himself. And then Wallace says, this is why I'm convinced that Rachel was a setup. Because Wallace says Deckard never considered that he was drawn to her on purpose with the intention of making a child.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably what happened.
Probably.
I think it was because I never understood why Tyrell just let her out to wander the streets in all of her nice clothes.
Yeah.
It never made sense to me.
Wallace even says maybe even designed.
Yeah, I think she was designed.
No, he says maybe you were designed.
Yeah, he says maybe you were designed for that. Which
I think is Villeneuve and Hampton Fancher, the writer, just trying not to piss off Ridley Scott, because Ridley Scott says that he's a replicant.
Yeah.
And he isn't.
No, I don't think he is, because if he is a replicant, right? So you're saying that Tyrell he made jizz for this replicant and eggs for this one, but only 2 of them, and they happen to be on the same case at one point. That doesn't make sense.
Unless they were drawn to each other for that purpose.
I don't think
That's what Wallace is suggesting.
Are they all full
But
of sperm?
I don't know. But that negates, again, the entire premise of the first movie.
Because the whole premise of the first one is that they were more human than he was.
Yeah.
More human than human.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. But Deckard says, I know what's real. Basically, he's saying, like, no, Rachel wasn't a setup. It was love, that sort of a thing.
Beautiful lighting on this entire scene.
Yeah, and he keeps asking about the child. And then Wallace says, it's very clever of you to keep yourself clear of information. All it cost you was everything. And then he says, you can help me. You had help in the hiding. So where did they go? And then says something about like pain reminds you that the joy you felt was real, is what he says. Yeah. And then they bring out freaking Rachel, a replicant, to like come mess with Deckard.
And it looks like it's actually Sean Young.
It is, wearing the exact same costume from the 80s.
Looking like Sean Young from the
Yeah.
80s. Yeah. So it was an actress.
Yeah.
It was a body double. But Sean Young was on set. She's obviously way older. Look at Harrison Ford now.
Yeah.
She probably looks that much older. But she was on set to help her with like the movements. And then she was also on set in the VO booth to help a different actress try to replicate the voice.
Oh, Oh, interesting.
So
I will say I did think that this replicant that came out had more emotion than the original Rachel.
oh yeah, that's because she's not a good comparison. She's a pale imitation.
But she's also a much newer generation of replicant
Yeah.
who would be more human-like or more whatever.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And then so they have like a brief moment with each other, Deckard and the love of his life, who he hasn't seen in 30 years. And then he basically just says, her eyes were green, and turns away from her. And then Love just steps forward and immediately shoots her in the head. Which is rough.
Yeah, it is.
Because even though Deckard knows that this isn't his Rachel, imagine that happening.
He turned around, so
He
having to
didn't
hear
watch it
He didn't
happen.
see it, but yeah,
Because he knew what they would do to her.
he knew it.
So, and then Wallace then threatens to torture Deckard. And he's basically like, I have ways of getting information from you, so you're going to have to go off-world, and I'm going to torture you till I get what I want. And then Kay is walking, or Joe, sorry, whatever. I might call him Kay. Get over it. So, Joy starts flirting with Joe on an ad and calls him lonely, and she's just completely butt naked,
Oh my God.
like, I don't know, 100 feet tall,
Yeah,
just telling him he looks lonely, and then she calls him Joe.
calls him a good Joe, which completely wrecks his entire world because she just says that.
Because it's not real.
Because she was all the love that he felt for her, everything that they had was not real. She's just a chatbot. She's a product.
She's a
She's
chatbot.
a chat GPT.
Yes, she is made to make men not feel lonely.
This is one of the most famous shots of the movie. It's that giant pink neon hologram of her with the blue hair.
Yeah.
And then as it shows him have that realization, it's heartbreaking. And then it pans to behind him, and it makes sure that it shows us say it like 3 or 4 times. It says, tells you everything you want to hear, shows you everything you want to see.
Yep. It's really sad. And also, she couldn't come up with any other male names.
Nope.
No other. She just came up with Joe.
She's just got the one.
This is how you know
So sad.
that it's not real.
Yeah.
Because even when, and I don't know that I think he liked her company, but I don't think he loved her either.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know.
Because like when she says like, I'm happy when you're around or something like that, he's like, you don't have to say that.
That's true.
So I think he liked having the company in her and the camaraderie.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure he liked emulating being married and things like that, but I don't think that either of them felt genuine love for each other.
I know she didn't.
No, because she didn't even name him anything different. She could have named him Mike, and then I would completely change my story.
Yeah. That's why it's so heartbreaking is she literally calls him what she calls him.
Yep.
Such a good Joe, she says.
Such a good Joe. Yeah. So they're moving Deckard, and then Kay's like they're flying. So there's like 3 cars flying, and Joe is Kay. I'm gonna call him Kay. Kay's following them and shooting the cars out of the sky. Deckard's car crashes into the ocean or like a dam. I don't know what this is, but it's like a concrete like hole kind of a thing, but it looks like it's the ocean, but it's not the ocean, and it's pouring rain, and there are waves, and there's a bank, but it's made of concrete.
I don't know if it's the ocean. It's a wall.
It's like a dam. It's like the LA River or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
they
weird.
showed it earlier. I think it might be like kind of like aqueducts. Like
Yeah.
it just catches all the rainwater.
Yeah, because it's filling
Because
with
as
water.
it's filling this thing up, it looks remarkably clean.
It's very clean. Yeah.
Because
It's
obviously because
very
they're on a
clean.
set, but
Like it's very clean. So, the Deckard's car crashes into this thing, and then Kay parks next to it, and Love's inside there, like trying to figure out how to get out of this situation. I'm not crying. My throat is now hurting. So
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so Kay parks next to them. Love opens the door, and Kay shoots the driver in the face, and then shoots Love in like the shoulder or something like that. And then Love tackles Kay outside of the car, and they start like a water fist fight. Blah blah blah.
it is middle of the night. It is dark,
Pouring rain.
pitch black dark, pouring rain, and the waves are crashing and starting to take the hover car that Deckard's tied to a seat in.
Yeah, Deckard can't get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the water is so clean filling this car.
Yeah.
So clean.
It is very clean.
Very
Because
clean.
you can, the camera goes under it sometimes and you can just
Perfectly
see
clear
everything.
water. Yeah. And so then Love stabs Kay in the side and then kisses him. And then she says, "I'm the best one."
Which is all she's wanted.
Doyle rules.
It's all she's wanted the entire movie was to be the best replicant.
Yeah, and then she walks into the ocean to save Deckard. And then so she gets to Deckard, and she basically tells him, like, "Oh, off-world's waiting for you. I'm still going to kill you." And then Kay surprises her and grabs her and is, like, holding her against the roof of the car, choking her.
By her neck.
While she's trying to hold his head below water to drown him. And then somehow it switches where he's now drowning her but still choking her. She dies. So Love is dead. And then... Drowns. Yeah. And then Kay saves Deckard. And Deckard says, "You should have left me drown out there." And then Kay's like, "You did. You drowned. You're free to go meet your daughter now." And
yeah.
I don't know why he thinks that Wallace isn't going to investigate this. There's not 3 bodies in that car. There's 2.
Yeah. How's he going to go find this?
I don't know.
Car.
It's not the ocean. It's an aqueduct.
Maybe.
So
it might be a seawall.
I just don't buy that Deckard is free now. You know what I mean?
He's not.
No.
They could totally make another movie.
I mean, they could, yeah.
So they were actually going to. He had a 4.5 hour cut of this movie, and they were going to separate it into 2 movies. And he eventually decided, well, I don't think there's enough plot for 2 movies here. I think this needs to be one story. So he cut out almost an hour and a half. And made it a 2 hour and 44-minute movie. And people have asked when we're going to get the director's cut. And he has said, "I was left completely to my own devices. This is the director's cut. I'm never doing another cut."
Okay.
So
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
So we go, and the child is the girl in the glass.
we fly off to Anna Stelline, which is out in the snow.
Yep.
Which this entire scene has been black, and now it's all white. This movie has such a wide range of color.
It really does.
Yeah.
And then Joe gives Deckard the wooden horse, and Deckard just says, "Why? Who am I to you?" And then I don't think he says anything else, but he just goes inside. But the thing is that for Kay...
He says, "Go meet your daughter."
Yeah. For Kay, that you were my dad for like 48 hours, and now you're not, you know?
Not to mention the actual actor's childhood hero growing up.
Yep.
And you kind of just passed the torch.
Yep. And so Deckard goes inside, and Kay lays down in the snow on the stairs, possibly dying. We don't know.
And all the music cuts out, and it does look like he takes one final breath.
Yeah.
And then his eyes just kind of glaze over, and it zooms out from above.
Yep. And then we cut inside to Deckard meeting his daughter. And that's the end of the movie.
Yep.
Yeah. Great movie.
What a movie.
What a movie.
You agree?
Yeah, I love the movie. I was so confused. It was like, I don't know. I guess I've only seen it once because I only remembered the water room.
I think I've only sat down to experience it twice.
Yeah, I think
This is the third time. But
okay.
Yeah.
I only remember the water room and Vegas.
So you only remember visual things.
Yeah.
Which obviously it's a beautiful movie. The Vegas thing's on our wall.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's all orange.
Oh, okay.
It's a character poster, but it's all orange.
Oh, okay.
She turned around to look.
I was like, wait, what is on my wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
I don't know if I can say anything I didn't already say at the beginning.
Yeah.
I can't think of an aspect of this movie that is not
Gorgeous.
so... I was about to say perfect. I don't want to say perfect. That is not so beautifully well done.
Yeah.
Isn't it wild to have a movie where Harrison Ford is probably the... Harrison Ford's a fantastic actor. He's great in this. He's probably the weakest actor in the movie.
Yeah. Nuts.
Everybody is on their A game.
They are. Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista is, yeah. You're saying this, I think. I was about to argue with you. Dave Bautista is regarded as a great actor probably because of this movie.
Yeah. Dave Bautista is an amazing actor.
Because in Guardians, he's hilarious, but I wouldn't say it's amazing acting except for
But that takes
some of the
incredible...
really sad stuff.
But that takes incredible skill too, though.
Comedy is absolutely one of the hardest things to act. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's great.
I would never say anything different. And he's absolutely one of the best parts of that movie.
He
All
needs to
three
be
of
in
those.
way more stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should be telling me to give money to people.
In Hawaii.
Yeah.
Everybody in this movie needs to be in more stuff. Denis Villeneuve needs to do more things. I need to see more of his things. I need to see more Ryan Gosling movies. Have you seen Drive?
No. Have you seen The Notebook?
Drive is a bit of a... I know it's cliche to call this your favorite movie if you're a 40-year-old white guy like me. It's a film bro movie to love.
Yeah.
But it's very well done.
It is a very well done movie.
It's beautifully shot, beautifully acted, beautifully scored, beautifully told.
Yeah.
Granted, we got confused.
I mean, yeah, but I think that that's the beauty of it because you're supposed to, because Kay is confused.
True.
Kay doesn't know what the truth is, so why would I know what the truth is when he doesn't?
Yeah.
And he's who I'm following.
Yeah, exactly. And there are questions. There are plot holes. Not necessarily plot holes, just questions.
Where?
That it raises. Well, I raised some of them during the
Well,
film.
I don't know how replicants had a baby.
I don't know how they reproduced. I don't know when Nexus 8s were made because it seems like they were made 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Which doesn't leave any time for Wallace to start building this empire.
I don't get it.
Because 30 years ago, Blade Runner happened.
Right.
So I'm not sure how that lines up. I wish Philip K. Dick was still around. He passed away before he even got to see all of the original Blade Runner movie.
Yeah.
He passed away in 82. He got to see 30 minutes of it.
He died during it, or was that
while it was being filmed? He got to see 30 minutes of what Ridley Scott said is pretty much the first 30 minutes of the film. Uncut,
okay.
Or cut. So.
Whoops.
And he loved it, which I don't know. I was about to say which he wasn't want to say about his movies, but I don't know how many Philip K. Dick movies were made before his passing. He really got famous after.
Yeah.
Minority Report, Scanner Darkly, Total Recall, all that stuff came out after his death. Which is sad, but
yeah,
I love Philip K. Dick. I love Blade Runner. I love Blade Runner 2049. I don't know that I can say anything else in this state.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
To pick an actor?
Yeah.
Yours? My God. You have all of Hollywood you could use here.
Pretty much. So
I'm interested to see what you do.
I am
Ryan
as well.
Gosling.
No, thank you.
What do you mean?
I love Ryan Gosling, but I don't think I'm gonna give you one of those. I think I'll go with Jared Leto.
Oh, Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Listen, Jared Leto is a good actor. I think we've said that during this. But
He's a good singer.
I don't think he's a good person.
No.
So that'll be fun to cover an episode on him. What's one of his worst roles?
Oh.
I'll pick that.
I have one that comes to mind.
Oh, Suicide Squad. Joker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to watch Suicide Squad, though.
Okay.
Oh, he's in Justice League as Joker. Same character. He's in the Zack Snyder one, anyway.
That's like 4 hours long.
That's true. I've never seen it, though, and everybody always tells me it's so good.
You're going to pick a 4-hour movie.
Would you watch a 4-hour movie with me?
If you pick it, because I have to.
For work.
Oh, my God. Your voice better be so much better by next week if you're picking a 4-hour movie.
Oh, God, I hope so. We're both going to struggle to get through that. Yeah, I'm going to pick Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh, my God.
You did this.
I thought you would pick like Panic Room.
You could have picked Ryan
Tron.
Gosling like I begged you to. I'm going to make sure we get back to Ryan Gosling in like a month. I bet I can do it.
Probably.
I'm going to force it.
Oh, my God. All right, fine. So that's a wrap for this week's episode. Thanks for joining us. If you like the show, leave a review, follow the chain, and join us next week as we link from Blade Runner 2049 to apparently Zack Snyder's Justice League. Bye.
Sorry.
Next week on Chain Link Theater.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition. There's an attack coming. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves. We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right?